Good morning. It's another Friday and it's another Friday rant. Okay, wow, this is a little bit too loud, is it? Anyways, here we are, yet again. Another Friday and another rant and another something going on around town. Now that I'm looking at the clock there, it's actually stuck at 10 minutes to 9. And it's not 10 minutes to 9. It is 12:15 in the noon. Past noon. Past noon. Past noon. I was going to say afternoon. Well, yeah, it is afternoon. Literally. Huh. Yeah, okay. Anyways, um I remember I needed to actually let you all in about the story and like what has been happening lately, but a lot of things, a lot of things have been happening. That's one thing for sure. Between the period where I've last uploaded the last vlog until this very recent Friday. And I think I need to go back and like trace all the stories bit by bit. So, yeah, I'll get back to you with all the stories that happened. has been quite a lot of stories, personal stories that have happened throughout this year. Oh, full. I will start with the very, very, very recent one, which was basically the story of shifting jobs. Yes, shifting jobs. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you were watching my vlog, depending on who you are, and if you have been tuning in ever since the beginning, or you're just like, sliding right through. Um, there has been a job shift that happened in my life. And I have spoken a little bit about it in another previous Friday rant vlog. And I spoke about how I was blessed to have that opportunity, but I wanted to look for more opportunity, for more opportunities, more challenges, something a little bit different. Oh man, future Hassan is laughing so much at past Hassan because if only past Hassan knew about all the challenges that would be up against him, he wouldn't be choosing to change ships or jump ships. But unfortunately, this is how life happens. Life happens, and lessons are learned when you get into these kinds of situations. No matter how much these situations are unfavorable or like uncomfortable or just plain out ugly, it is what it is. These situations happen and they are meant for you to like learn. So back to the story. The story happened sometime in May, April, where it was in the last days of the old job. And but before that, the whole process happened. You go into that kind of thinking where you want another opportunity in life. You want to do something different. You want to explore. You want to like, do something that is just not repetitive like the stuff that you are doing. Fair enough. And then you land an opportunity. And then you go through the process that will ease you into that new opportunity. And then wham, you get into the opportunity and you are just telling yourself, what the friggity frig is this? What's happening? What is all of this? Like, you are absolutely overwhelmed with all the like stuff that that you're facing with this opportunity. And that's basically what happened. I said goodbye to the old job and said hello to the new job, only for me to realize that there has been a lot of stuff, a lot of shortcomings, to be honest, that had happened. Now, you're probably gonna tell me, I mean, every opportunity in life comes with its own challenge. Sure, yes, every opportunity in life comes with its challenge, but it's not the kind of challenge that puts your health at risk as well, because somewhere along the lines, my health was at risk. Like, I kid you not, I had an episode where my blood pressure just shot up so high to a point where I was like, how did this even happen? Why is this even happening? Like, to me personally, the first thing that automatically came to my mind is that, oh, shush, that's because my mom is Filipina and my dad is Bahraini, and both of them also come with the package. I mean, yes, aside from the obvious, one particular issue that faces every Filipino is heart issues, and they sometimes come in the form of blood pressure. Um, but that aside, um, there has been quite a lot of issues when it comes to like, trying to ease myself into this job, into this opportunity. And I realized that there has been quite a lot of like, let's just say shortcomings. let's just say that the opportunity was not presented in a way that I am well aware of everything that is surrounded with this opportunity. And when I got to realize the truth of this opportunity, all of a sudden it just made me realize that this is not that special, not that great, not that doesn't align with me personally. And that is basically how it was. Now, I need to also go back to my notes because yes, wouldn't want to like lose track of my thoughts. So I realized that this is how the job and the opportunity and how it's presenting itself to me, and that health issue that I just told you about, it all were accumulations that made me realize I need to make a move. I need to exit. I need to do something. And exit I did. I was only lucky to like approach people from where I worked previously, and I was lucky, to say the least, that I was welcomed with open arms. Now, there is one big takeaway from all of this job shifting story that I actually have that I want to actually share with you guys. Number one, you are not a tree. Yes, and by that I mean you can always move. Whether it's the move that I have done or the move back that I have done, you are not a tree. You can always like move. You can always look for the opportunity that fits you. Now, for me at the moment, there is no, I'm like, gonna plant myself. But moving yourself doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to shift yourself from from one company to another company, but instead you're also opening up your eyes to the other opportunities that life can offer you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be within your job. And this is also another point that I'm going to come to later on, but that's point number one. Point number two, always keep your bridges. Don't, or not keep the bridges, assess the bridges. In life there are a lot of bridges, yes, and you might want to consider which bridge you want to burn and which bridge you want to keep. Because if there is something that I have also learned from this opportunity, from this whole experience of shifting back and forth between jobs, is that when you're down on your luck and you approach people in hopes that they would help you, and this is nothing you're doing your thing, you're expanding your network, and you want to ask the people around you if they are aware of whatever opportunities that may come to you, and it may align for you and work for you. Yeah, not everyone is helpful. Not every situation is also worth going back to. So assess bridges and burn them with caution. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this at. And last but not least, there has to be something more than just the job. And this ties in with the first point that I have just mentioned. Your job will always be your job. Your job will always be not an extension of yourself, but rather your reason for continuity. In this modern day and age of like capitalism and how this world operates, you will obviously need a job in order for you to survive, thrive, continue, earn money, pay bills, lather, rinse, repeat. But luckily, the good news is it's not always about the job. There's always something that is beyond. There has to be something beyond just your job. There's always like a hobby that you can pick, something that you can pick, something that you have always been passionate about. Hint, 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 hint. Yes. Um, but the point being is your job will be there in the background, and your hobby will also be there in the background, but you're also going to put you're going to, like, shift your attention towards something that will always, like, keep you moving. And if it is like music, if it is writing, if it is volunteering, that will keep on making you, like, just moving and continuing on, then by all means, have at it, go at it. And that's the story. And that's how it went, and that's where we are at the moment. I will also have to admit that with everything that is happening in life, there's always one thing that I think should be instilled in our own heads: gratitude. Gratitude to the people who are with you in this process, or in this people who are sharing with you this whole, like, existence, and who are adding something to it. But oh no. mm, my mind decided to just, like, stop at its track all of a sudden. But the point being is gratitude. Yes, gratitude is fundamental. It's important. It grounds you in it grounds you, basically. It just makes you realize that you are sharing this existence with a lot of people, and those people also play a very, very, very integral part in your own life and in your own experience. And you have to be grateful for them. You have to be also grateful for the fact that you get to have opportunities, and even if it never worked, you have to be grateful for the fact that people still need your input, and come to you when you are needed. So yeah, gratitude. It's a big thing. Now I feel like I'm just, like, running around in circles and beating a dead horse, but that's where we are at. And oh boy, look at this. Let's have a guest appearance. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. Okay, someone doesn't want to say hi. Okay, bye. Someone is just meowing. Okay, and she is she's here in the background. Anyways, until the next one. Yeah, until the next rant.